Hello Commanders! Welcome back to our journey walkthrough at the command table. I am Mathermar and we are now at the Royal Encampment. We're going to be doing map 1 of 3 and we're going to be switching it up a little bit. We're only going to do 5 battles in a video. We were trying to do a full map per video, but it was just too much. So we're going to do 5 in a row and then we're going to split it up. So before we get started, if you would please be so kind as to like, subscribe, and if you want notifications when I drop new videos, hit that notification bell. And if you have any comments, do leave them below. So let's have a peek and see what we are up against. Okay, we are doing battle 121. Okay, first thing I see is that untamed beast, so let's just knock that right out of the park. Now, the other things that concern me are all of the things. Okay, we have a Mind Corruptor in the back with a Cannoneer, some Fire Knights, and a Molten Armor. The Mind Corruptor is my biggest problem right now, so why don't we drop our Warhounds, because there's just way too many shrooms. And let's see, what if we... Not going to need our Battle Drummer very much. All we've got is the Molten Armor and the Fire Knights. The Fire Knights, they do burn attack, which is totally different than most of the other attacks in that it will do a percentage-based damage with each tick of burn. So the Battle Drummer only does so much to mitigate the initial hit, and then after that it's all burn damage. So let's get rid of that. Let's put on our Assassins. And you know what? Let's put on 2 assassins. Let's see if we can just nuke that whole back line. If everything stays pretty tight in this back line, we can kind of start the assassins here. They'll blow both of these guys up, and then they'll head up this way and follow up to the Molten Armor. So we should avoid all of the Mind Shrooms entirely if we place them right. So why don't we start them just a little bit back. And we're going to get both of them right there. Just going to do my little finger trick just to see if my placement is good. Now, you don't want to start them too far back. You want to kind of start them right where they're at. Because as soon as the battle starts, these two are going to start moving forward. And if you start your assassins at the very back wall, they're going to have to run to catch up. So you either want them at or just barely ahead of the units that you want to kill. Next trick... A Brute isn't going to do a whole heck of a lot of good against the Molten Armor, I think. So, why don't we switch that out? Let's just grab another bomb. Check that, let's grab 2 bombs, because I think, yeah, right behind, we got the Fire Knights. Why don't we just blow them up too? So, let's do this where we're going to start far enough back to where if it takes a hot second to get the Mind Corruptor down, that the bomb doesn't run into the Mind Corruptor's range. I think that's good. Let's go ahead and give that a shot and see how we do. If we lose, we can always change up a few things, but it looks like we're doing great. Nice. Totally take that. The only other thing I might have done is switched out some archers for plague bearers just to stomp through the shrooms, but turns out that was not necessary. Alright, so we are now up against a whole bunch of plague throwers and a couple of earth elementals with a lot of mind shrooms. Okay, let's just leave this bomb right here. That'll take care of that set of plague throwers. Got that beefy one in the back. I'm not sure if I like that. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. The assassins, if I try to take out this one, they're going to end up hitting the Mind Shrooms, most likely. It's going to be very difficult to place them just right to tagger and then run down. So maybe what we'll do, let's just ditch the assassins entirely. Alright, now what do we want? Got a lot of Mind Shrooms and Plague, so why don't we just bypass all of that and throw in our plague bearers. Let's, okay, we got 45, so let's upgrade this one to 6 and that one to 5. Alright, we'll just put them on the bottom. We'll march through those shrooms on our way to the earth elementals, because that's already resolved, so we'll just come right on through and see if we can work our way to the back. What do we want to help with that? We don't really need the barrier monk if we're going to have plague bearers. We'll just might get stunned every so often, so we'll throw in the drummer. Ooh, level up my drummer too. Leveling up everything. Alright, so what else do we want? We've resolved all of that. Let's bring our archers down here behind these guys. And you know what? Why don't we have a little fun? Let's just ditch that set of archers. Ditch both of those bombs. Let's grab our Stormcaller. We got a level 2 Stormcaller. Okay, if we're going to have the Stormcaller, the archers, and the battle drummer, let's get our monk back. Okay, I think I'm satisfied. Okay, so we've resolved that set of plague throwers. The Stormcaller should work on getting those rear plague throwers down, and the mine shrooms and the earth elementals shouldn't be too much of an issue at that point, so let's give it a go. Alright, there goes one set of plague throwers. The Stormcallers clearing out all of the plague throwers in the back. That level 10 one's going to take a minute or two to get down. By a minute or two, I mean about 30 seconds. Okay, as soon as that other earth elemental pops... Oh, nope, there we go. We're chaining. Alright. That was good. Hey, there was a couple of ways that could have gone very badly, but I'm very glad that that worked. Alright, what are we up against next? 123. Okay. We can't do our usual trick here. We've got 2 battle wagons with shrooms behind them. So even if I put shrooms here, they would run all the way back and hit the shrooms on the back line. So there's not really any point to doing that, because otherwise you'll just have them ping-ponging back and forth between shrooms until somebody wins. I mean, in theory, I could win just because there's only a couple of shrooms at the top where that would connect. But let's just bypass that entirely and let's just work with something different. If we hit a frost trap, that expends the frost trap, and then you still have to blow up the wagon. So let's just use a bomb. Do we want to use 2 bombs? No, we're going to need a group. Let's do this. We're taking care of the bigger wagon with the bomb. So let's move all our stuff. Let's get our drummer up here because we're going to be getting our paladin out. Oh yeah. Okay, so paladin. Let's get our thorn guards. We've got our drummer. And there we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do here is this battle wagon's going to run into the thorn guards that are backed up by the battle drummer, so the stun and physical forces is going to be mitigated. And then the archers, and what else do we want? Oh, we don't even need our barrier monk. Let's just get rid of that. Depending on what pops out of the battle wagon, you might want the barrier monk, but I think with the setup that I've got, it should be alright. Tell you what, let's grab some range DPS and some melee DPS to add in there. I think that's going to work well. Okay, we've used up all our points. We got a nice solid crew. We've resolved the initial threat of the wagons coming through, and we've totally bypassed the mine shroom issue. So let's give that a go. See how we do. Poof, there goes one wagon, there goes another. The warhounds are shredding through whatever landed in the middle. Now it's just a matter of cleaning up. Very nice. Alright, what are we up to next? Alright, my apologies, commanders. I had to cut the first half of the video short, and I had to pick up again. I had something come up. But this is what I have worked on in the interim when I had a minute, and I'm now able to record, so let's see how we do with this. Okay, so we have our Arcane Nomads. We've got 2 Paladins and a bunch of Arcane Blades, some Arcane Archers in the back with a Barrier Monk and a Crystal Spire. So my goal with the way that I have it set up is to use these Assassins to take out all 4 of these units. We're going to take out the Barrier Monk, both of the Arcane Archers, and the Crystal Spire, and hopefully they'll split just right for that. And then all of these Arcane Blades and the Paladins are going to come and meet up with these Thorn Guards, which are backed up by my Battle Drummer. And in any of the Arcane Blades that blink through, to keep them from getting after these Crystal Spires, I've got these Mind Shrooms here. So I think that's going to solve most of my problems. But I haven't had a chance to run this fully yet. I just been trying to get it set up. So let's give it a go and see how we do. Alright, okay, there we go. We're hitting some of those Mind Shrooms. Now I've got some of those Arcane Blades working for me. Oh, very nice. Okay, now since we got that successfully, let's show you what I did. I've got the Mind Shrooms to level 6, and these 2 Crystal Spires. I've got 7 and 5, one with damage 4 and one with corrupted damage 4. So, in case you're wondering what's going on with all the power stones with everybody. Okay, oh, and there's a Frost Wizard down here, which kind of helped out a little bit. So, that worked very well. Very pleased. Alright, moving right along. Okay, we are now up against a Stormcaller, a Barrier Monk, and 2 Arcane Archers with a Death Knight, 2 Arcane Blades, a Crystal Spire, and some Faceless Knights. Okay, what are we gonna do? Let's put our Assassins to take care of this top patch. We're going to try to get him to where he is, the Stormcaller is going to be intercepted. So just trying to get my spacing right. We want him just barely in front. And then they're going to take out the Crystal Spire and hopefully go for the Arcane Archer after that and then run forward to the Crystal Spire. So let's do that. And then, what else do we want to do here? We could... How do I want to do it? This is kind of a toughie. Let's ditch our Frost Wizard. And we're going to grab our other set of Assassins and see if we can take out the Death Knight. Now we want to... Let's just move those forward. We'll do the same trick where we put the Mind Shrooms behind the Thorn Guards. And, oh, you know, I'm not sure if I want the Crystal Spires right there. Let's move the Crystal Spire down a little bit, because if the Faceless Knights, the first thing they're going to shoot at are the Thorn Guards, so we can't have the Crystal Spire right behind it. So let's put our drummer up here. What else do we want? Just going to take care of that. We want Death Knight gone. Whoops, I want to see the battlefield. Okay, that looks pretty good on spacing there. Still a little concerned about these guys pathing over and coming up to the other Crystal Spire there. Maybe it'd be better just to move Crystal Spire up here. Let's do that. Okay, and I've got one more point. Let's see. Not digging that extra Arcane Archer back there. Maybe the smart thing would be to have these Assassins take out that Arcane Archer first, and then they'll start running forward and hopefully take out the Death Knight, and probably the Faceless Knights first, then the Death Knight. Army points not fully used. Let's get the other crystal spire back in here. That was kind of fun using that. Let's give it another go. Alright, let's see what the damage is. Alright, we've turned some of the... Oh, okay, we got all the back line cleared up. Death Knight's beating himself to death on the Thorn Guards. Crystal Spires are cleaning up everything else. One Faceless Knight left to go. Very nice. Okay. Alright, we will call that for this video. That worked about as well as I could expect. And thank you for watching. Do appreciate you guys supporting the channel. We will do the next half of this map on the next video. So again, do like and subscribe, and check out the commandtable.com, where we have tutorials, raid strats, and soon we will have merch and comics. Thanks again, and we will see you soon.